Peace to everybody. It's your boy Ace from Ace Corner Talk. Don't have much to really converse about. Just wanted to say peace to all my peoples. I was on a call with Bro Logic and was talking about doing a live stream together. So hopefully we'll do a live stream within a couple of days. He needed to get some things straight. So I wanted to say peace to Logic, peace to all of my subscribers, peace to everybody, man. Like I said, not a whole lot to really say, but it's a lot going on in the world, and if I was going to talk about anything, I might could just brush up on a couple of things about, one thing I heard was probably via the internet, male cheerleaders. There has been male cheerleaders for a long time. The male cheerleader thing, I mean, to be honest with you, if you really kind of, dig deep about it, I don't see a problem with it because they have been around. But for the most part, I mean, my thing is you would want to know why are they publicizing it so hard now. I know I'm just jumping right into things because I'm not trying to prolong a whole lot of, the live stream. So I'm just going to get right into what I want to talk about. Peace to everybody, whoever's watching right now. Peace, whatever. Yeah, for the simple fact, there she go. I love you, sweets. What's good with you? Peace. So the thing about it is, when it comes to the whole, males being cheerleaders, they've been around. All right, that's not nothing out of the normal. They do it in college football. They hold the women in the air. They throw them up and all that other stuff. So it's not out of the normal. But if there was anything that I would ask would be, why are they bringing it to the forefront now? Why are they publicizing that now to be, put out there in the forefront? And if that would be my question, like, why are y'all now publicizing that? Is it because the switch to the NFL? They have been in the NFL. They've been throwing the females up and holding them up and doing all that. But are they now going to be wearing skirts? Are they going to have pom-poms in their hands? Are they going to be twirling, twitching, and doing all that stuff? I don't know. We shall see. But like I said, to each his own. I don't really even see cheerleaders like that. Every now and then they might throw a glimpse of a cheerleader. May it be that the halftime show might have the cheerleaders come out and marching bands or whatever the case is. But to be honest with you, that is nothing that I feel like I should be focusing totally on. I am a football fan, and since we got Sweets in here, we know she likes Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh and Baltimore they're like water and oil. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't mix. So outside of that, love you guys, but can't do the Pittsburgh and Baltimore thing. We just don't mix. Sorry. I mean, it just don't go like that. But for the most part, I feel like, I feel like the media, what they do is they'll bring things up and use that as smoke screens to, try to get their agenda over, their underlying agenda over. Oh, here we go. Sorry for the interruptions with my live stream. Here we go. The problem was fixed and now it's acting up again. But yeah, so it used to be a time when, they brought things out to be a smokescreen. If you just look at it a little deeper and find out, what you mean pluck them bird ravens, man? Oh, we shall see. Oh, we shall see. We looking good. In our scrimmage games, we looking real good. In our postseason games, so we shall see, sis. Don't do that. Don't do that because you never know. You never know. You might be on the end of the losing stick this year. You understand me? So we got a lot going on this year. So we shall see. We shall see. But now to be honest with you, there's been a lot of things that bombard the media, bombard our television. And what happens is when all of these things take place, there's something else to the left or the right that goes on, and we don't and we might not notice it or understand. But then then there's something that just comes out of the woodwork. But all the while it's been there, they just started throwing other little things out there to kind of grab our attention. So let's not be fooled by this, this event that they have going on. What I call an event, but let's just not be fooled. We just got to keep our eyes open for whatever may or may not happen with this. If it's something that they're doing just to grab the attentions of the people, but for die fans and alpha males and males that are about that football life, they might get mad and find it offensive. I don't want to see no dude throwing himself around and shaking with pom-poms. I mean, it could be that. But like I said, I don't watch football to even look at those, dancing and all that. That's not even my attention. I'm looking at football. I want to see what's going on, who's going to win. The team. That's what I'm into. I can care less about them skinny bras throwing each other around and flipping and doing all that stuff. If I want to see that, I'll go watch some gymnastics or look at the Olympics or something. I don't know, but that's just what it is, man. But peace to everybody. I was watching Logic's live stream. He had a good live stream yesterday. Boy, I tell you, boy, this internet stuff sucks. It sucks terribly. Yeah, I was watching Logic's live stream yesterday, which was a great live stream. And although I try not to, get involved in a whole lot of controversial things, I play the backfield. What's up, Logic? A lot of the controversial topics, I tend not to even, bother because sometimes stuff can get kind of sketchy. It can get kind of, people can get in their feelings. Things can get a little haywire. So what I try to do is I try to stay out of a lot of that. And, I try to basically, keep a neutral position when it comes to a lot of the homosexuality and all that stuff, man. I tell you, boy. It's wicked, man. This is wicked. It's wicked behavior. I don't know what to do. My live stream is acting up so bad, I don't know what to do, y'all. My live stream is acting up terribly. And I'm trying to... yeah, you guys, I don't know what's up with the live stream. This thing is acting bloody crazy, man. I wish it would act right so I could do a normal live stream. The bit rate is at 31. Hey, give me a call, Logic. Give me a call on the phone. Y'all bear with me for a few moments. Yeah, man, I got you. Hey, look, man, what's up with this live stream stuff, man? What is going on? Right, yeah. So now she says it's no stream, so I don't know what. She says keep buffering and it keeps kicking her out. So. Alright, so now I resumed it. I went back out, I resumed it. But the bottom in yellow and red, yellow and red, yellow and red. Right, the CPU, 19%, 30 FPS, whatever that means. Right, what is that supposed to be? 30? Keep freezing my frame. I'm like stuck at that position. Yeah, something else has to be wrong because now this thing is just really on some. It's not responding or acting right. With mine, it's just a stroke of the luck. It could be fine one day, then the next day it could just be on some. Okay, I'm not gonna work for you. Yeah, it says I'm up now, but now it's starting to blink. Now it's going back to the blinking again. The red, the yellow, the green. Red, the yellow, the green. And it's doing that now. No, I'm hooked straight up to Xfinity. Yeah. So I'm trying to get it from where it's frozen. Alright. Now it's not, but I don't know the likeliness of it, you know, staying the way it's supposed to be. I don't trust it. You know. All right. Well, it's stable right now. I don't know for how long that's gonna last, but I guess I. All right. All right. All right. So we had Logic trying to help me with getting this thing stable. So I don't know. Let's see how long I can go with this live stream. Inquisitive Bunny, peace. Peace to everybody. We got Faithful Logic, man. Always give your boy a hand when you need it. So, yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man. It's just, I think it's about that time when we start to see some stuff kick up in the atmosphere. I mean, you know, a lot of things. It just depends on what part of the year, what time of the year, and all this other stuff when things just start to pop off. And as strangely as things go, it looks good now. All right, I appreciate that, man. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Hopefully, it'll maintain at this particular rate of bit, you know, speed and all that other stuff to function properly. But nah, man, just things, just the way the atmosphere goes, the way, when I say atmosphere, what I mean is, like, in my opinion of the atmosphere is like things that happen around us. You know what I mean? Things that we can't explain, things that we don't understand why it happens and whatever, but things just transpire. But yeah, things in the atmosphere begin to start to take place and shape and form. And we just deal with all of the pieces that come after that. So I want to say peace to Sweets, peace to Inquisitive Bunny, peace to Logic, peace to everybody that, you know, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to go live a little more often, but today I was caught off guard. I did wanted to go on Logic's platform, which I will be doing. So just bear with us. But I will be jumping on Logic's platform and just kind of like building with Logic on his platform a little bit. So I will be letting everybody that's on my channel that's not familiar with Logic or his work, I will be letting y'all know exactly at, you know, what day or what time or whatever I will be going live so that y'all can meet me over there. If you have not subscribed to Logic, it's food, clothing, shelter, music, and more. And it's Court TV. He got different things going on. So, you know, it's always good to venture off and, you know, see what else is popping on somebody else's channel that I approve of. So, you know, any given time you free and you feel like you want to, you know what I mean, visit or do anything with somebody else, man, by all means. I don't, of course, the YouTube is big. We don't lock, you know, people down there. Y'all free to do whatever you want to. But, you know, I co-sign the brother, so you can go ahead and do as you please. But he has good content. What's up, Sweets? I'm looking forward, man, to some of y'all jumping on the platform, man, just helping me. If you ain't busy, you want to get on? Me and my man was having an interesting conversation. And we was talking about a lot of stuff, man. You know, we was talking about a lot of mental health. We was talking about working on ourselves, and I mean, it was so many things and so many levels and layers of things we was talking about throughout the last week and a week or so ago. And yeah. Well, I know I was talking about the cheerleading thing, and with that in itself, like I said, I'm gonna say it once, I'm gonna say it twice. I try not to, you know, no matter how you say it, you're going to offend people when you try to give your opinion about something. you know, you run the risk of offending a certain group of people, you know, when you give your opinions about things. So I'm trying to stay neutral with some of what I'm saying about the male cheerleading thing, and that whole aspect of why at this particular time when the NFL is kicking back up, getting ready to get started, now they're going to bring that out to, and I say to take the focus off of, you know, something else. There's no real easy way to put that. But I think when they start to bring things out like this, it has to be a good reason why they are doing that. You understand? So, because there's always been male cheerleaders that have been around. Here we go. Oh, boy. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Alright, I might have to try to conclude this live stream, man, and try to get it going tomorrow. I don't know. This live stream does not want to act right. And I apologize, everybody. It's just not wanting to act right. I apologize. So I might have to do an early live stream in the morning. And see what happens from that point. Because this live stream is definitely dead, man. It's not acting right. And the more I continue to wow. Alright, so look, I gotta end this live stream. It is really geeking real bad. So it's not acting right, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry that I got to end this live stream, but it is definitely not acting right. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to do some research in the morning. Try to get the live stream working properly or working better or whatever the case is. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, Logic, I'll have to hit you up. I had to figure something out because it just keeps messing up real bad. Yeah, and like you said, Sweets, everything has an agenda behind it. And I do believe that. So, like I said, I'm not trying to offend anyone, whether it's LBGT, whether it's gay, straight, whatever. I'm going to take the neutral road. All I'm saying is, me personally, I don't pay attention to the cheerleaders, for the simple fact that you really don't get to see them too much unless it's a halftime thing or Super Bowl thing. You really don't see cheerleaders, and I mean that's not really, you know, it's cool and it's cool to rah-rah the crowd. Maybe if I was there in the presence of the football players and getting hype and they're hyping us up, maybe that's a different story, but I'm not. So I don't really care for, you know, for that. But I will say this, that I want my boys, you know, it's a funny thing when you get to see the males. Like, if they come out there dressed in dresses and doing stuff like that, now that's where I would have a problem with it. Outside of that, if they're just there supporting the females and throwing them in the air, cool. All right, cool. But outside of that, if they got pom-poms and cheering and doing all that straight, you know, doing all that stuff, I probably would have a problem with it. And wouldn't even, probably, if it was publicized and the cameras would be on them a lot, I probably would have, I would be offended. You feel me? You know what I mean? And I understand, no doubt. Why would you want to see a male cheerleader? I mean, that's just not, it's not conventional, but I don't feel like that's necessary. The females are doing a great job, so why add the males? So what? See, it always has to be a takeover, man. Like, why can't things just be normal or remain the way it is? Why it has to be the intertwining of something. That's what I don't understand. Why do you have to intertwine things with what has already been in place just to say we are bombarding this particular whatever? You know what I mean? You already got, you know, females that play football. Great. A lovely situation. I've watched it. It's cool. Fine. I don't have no problem with that. Women can do what men do. We get that. We get that. I'm not opposed to females doing what men do. Fine. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm not arguing that fact. But I just don't want to see no males, man, with no pom-poms and no dresses and trying to be. See, that stuff is just too much, man. It's just too much. And it's like they're bombarding us with all of this stuff, and it pretty much puts, you know, the people that enjoy watching football, and not only football, just other things, just enjoy being a part of that. It puts them at you know, at dis-ease. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be watching my football game, enjoying the football game, and then you come see males start to do their thing with the pom-poms. And I'm not saying they're going to be using pom-poms, but what if they do? I don't want to see that. What if they're in dresses? I don't want to see that. I'm quite fine. I don't want to see all that. It's not necessary. Excuse me. It's not necessary. I don't think I want to see that. So, and I'm going to say this. It's a funny thing because you have the transgenders. It's so many different parts to this thing. Transgender. You got gay, lesbian, straight. I mean, it's so many sectors and so many parts. So when a male becomes a female and cuts his parts off so he can become the female, and then the female gain the male parts, but then get a baby, then go back to the female. Like, it's so many different avenues to all of this stuff, man. And it's a little yeah, it's a little weird, man. It's a little it's a little weird, you know what I mean? And I don't understand. So what I try to do is things that I don't understand. I really don't want to bombard it with a whole lot of stuff because I just don't understand. You know, I understand when they do the sex change, then they get mad having a sex change because they want to go back to being what they used to be, and then and see, so many different back and forth things. I don't know. You know, it's so many. I wish I wouldn't have, and I wish I did. Like, you know, the Bruce Jenner thing, I think that opened my eyes up to the seriousness of it being a sort of a mental disorder. I'm not saying every case, but when I look at his particular case, I just think the dude was mad confused with a mental disorder. That's how I'm going to take that. No disrespect to anybody who practice and have that type of lifestyle. You know, hey, that's your lifestyle. I'm not coming against that. I'm pretty sure that, you know, at the end of the day, you're comfortable in your own skin. God bless you. But